Moby Dick swing continues. You know, I decided to make a long video, I guess, right after the short video. So this is continuation of the short video of 3D golf. Okay. I guess short video you have to make it so short, so I have to be very direct. Anyway, so in order to do, let's say, sagittal, I did a mountain ski like this, down, up, right? So I like this one almost better than this one. Remember the board one? It occurred to me. So when you see like TPI, Craig Rose raise like this and then jump backward or sideways. So this mountain skier was like this, push off, push up. That looks, the motion was just similar, so I decided to use that. So what is that does? It is doing this torque right here, right? This torque gives you that torque, right? So vertical force, right? And then one with the diagonal one, pushing that way and pushing backward that way. So when you do this motion, and then when you split it, you can see, you can feel the ground force. So everything is here is ground force, right? And then frontal plane one, I didn't do this. I don't know. I review all my videos. I didn't do this thoroughly enough, so that's why this is the purpose of that is. See this right here? I'm not moving entire weight over, center of mass. I'm just moving the pressure. Almost like the head is remain there in the middle, but the pressure is going side to side. And then when you see this, it's a pendulum motion. So if you do slow motion, weight goes there and this swings. Before this swings over, weight goes here and then it swings. Boom. See that? Can you hear that? That's the motion. It doesn't, it's like a Newton's pendulum. So what that means is that when we do the skier's drill, let's go like this, go like this, and go like this, do that drill. I don't know why this side is not secure. But when you do this drill, pushing off of the other side, I told you that is the frontal motion. So if you see from the side, you're going like this, like a skier. So it is going diagonally, the side to side, right? And then if you do that motion again, it does this motion, okay? So I am going to, again, this part of it is research and development. I listen and then read and visit another YouTube site with credible, with people with the credibilities. Okay, so, and then I experiment and try it, and then if it works really good, then I introduce, because it's part of it is how can I learn and do really fast. Same token, how can this be learned pretty swiftly or fastest way, easiest way, okay? So now we talked about the 3D, and then just a minute ago, I told you about frontal being like this, right? So if you see from here, it'll be that motion, right? So, and then if you use kettlebell, that's the motion, right? That's the motion. So when you have a golf club now, I'm gonna get the golf club like a, let me see what I can get a wedge. Okay. Here, it'll be look like this. Here, again, this is similar to other videos and YouTube videos and also TPI. Here, you go there, you go there. That's the motion. That's the motion. That's the motion. It's not like this. Force precedes this motion. When you press down, press pushing. When you're pushing, and the motion is going that way. And you push, motion will go that way. Force. So you're pushing diagonally like this, like this, like this, like this. That's what you're doing. And the club is doing. Okay? If you're from the side, you'll be pushing, 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 pushing. So you're using the ground force to the maximum. Okay? Now, also you saw the video of mine with combo meal, right? Fries and drink comes with it, meaning that so far, based on my research and the readings, and that frontal motion, frontal plane action, it gives you both transverse and also it does it for you this motion, meaning up and down motion, right? Which is sagittal plane motion all together. So instead of mastering transverse move and then up and down move, if you do this mastering this move, one move, the other two comes with it, right? So when you do the swing, your mind and your entire, every fiber of your being has to think about from the view, this Ferris wheel. If you see from here, it's this feel. Okay? Alright? So when you do this motion here, once again, place it, and doing my backswing. If this is how you feel. No turning, no this way, just purely this. And then land, doing this. Okay, over time. Press diagonally. Diagonally, then pendulum will go like this. Only the frontal motion. And then you press diagonally like this way as you do it, right there. That's the whole action. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you why it provides both, okay? So, I'm gonna put a trash can here. Let's say this is not a plastic trash can or trash. Let's say this is a brick, a wall, and then let's say you are braced against it like that, and you cannot go any further. But so in other words, this lateral move cannot sustain anymore. Going that direction is it, which means when you do your pendulum action, you're here and then you actually arrive here and then you actually pushing against you're not pushing, continue to pushing forward. Okay, so, but momentum of the club is not going that way. So what happens is, even if you pushing this way, because of momentum of the club, your hip will go back for you because you cannot go any further. So this is what sort of like I guess Roy McIlroy, he does what they call slight internal rotate over here a little bit, so that he posted, and then he does more of, let's say, frontal motion, then this hip will go slide behind. It's very difficult to slide forward, nearly impossible. So if I show you from the side, here, so you do the pendulum action, and then you arrive at the wall. Now momentum you will do this frontal motion of turning while this thing is going that way, opposite direction. Your hip cannot go like this. You only have two directions, either this way or this way. And then because you're standing on this side, even though you're only doing frontal motion, this hip has to give that way. Okay, so that means rotation, which means transverse rotation happens automatically. Okay, so that's why frontal motion of doing here, and then you place it, and then you're pushing that way, but upper body is doing motion as it does this motion like this. This hip is going backward. You don't come forward. Okay? All right. Now, also, when you do now, only thing you got left is a sagittal plane. I mean, this was a sagittal plane drill, which is this. That was the sagittal plane and transfer plane together. So here, the vertical move, ground force move. Take a look at this. When you do this, you don't just do this. Even though you don't do this, you actually pressing down, 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 down. So not only you're pushing diagonally this direction, diagonally, also you're pushing down. So when you're pushing down, it'll go up. That's the sagittal plane. So same thing as when we did this drill, you don't just go sideways. I told you there's no power. You gotta go down, down, down to have any kind of energy to go the other direction. So when you do the pendulum, you don't just go like this. When you do this, it does this for you. Okay, so just to master the one plane, frontal plane, which is side to side, from here, side to side. In the old terminology, basically side bend. You continue to side bend. Everything else will take you for here, here. But if you do not use this pressure point first, you go there, you side bend, you remain. You side bend way too early. And you're doing side bend like this. What we are looking for is here and side bend. Okay? So pressure has to go there first. So even the backswing, you don't go like this. You just go side bend like this. Pressure goes there and then you side bend. And pressure goes there, you side bend. Okay? So pressure, side bend, pressure, side bend, pressure, side bend, pressure, side bend. From here, pressure, side bend, which is frontal. Pressure, side bend, pressure. That's the motion. Look at this. That's the motion absorption. You'll be extremely happy. All right, journey continues.